And just in case you haven't seen metal being cut, I'll show you. So yeah, one cut piece of metal, and then that bit there is the return. That's the line there. Clamp that in the vise, bend it over and tap it in with a hammer. That should be it. Somewhere close. So that's the rough line, and it needs a little bit off that bottom edge down there, which will make this top edge drop in a bit better. So that wants trimming off. Just on the return there, take that bottom edge off, and then try it again. A little bit off, try it, little bit off, try it, little bit off, try it, until it sits quite nicely, or I have to throw it away and start again. So let's trim a bit of that off. So yeah, it's just that bottom edge of that return piece there, but also the vise gives it a nice, when you bend it around, it gives it a nice curve, but because the vise jaws aren't long enough, I end up with this nasty return, which I just grab with the pliers and just fold in a little bit. And then fold out, straighten out your plier marks with a bit of slapping. That's looking a bit better. I'll just chop that bottom edge off. And try that. And that's all there is to it really. It is slow and easy, and that has dropped. See from the top edge, that's dropped quite nicely, but it does want a little bit more. But the edge itself is marrying into the actual alley frame quite nicely, so I'm quite happy with that. Well, I think just a little bit more on that bottom edge of the return. Just on this bottom edge here, just to sit it down a bit more. Right, give that a bit of a go. I've got all the burrs and everything that I've got to come off, but as I say, this is just a rough fit at the moment. That's better. That's sitting a bit better. I want a bit more of that. I think it might want a bit more of that where the bolt is. Yeah, just a bit more off, probably all round that edge actually. yeah. And this is it, it's just a bit at a time, and this is where it takes so long with the fabricating. I mean, they just take this is where the professionals have got the patience to take their time and fettle it in, but I'm not as patient. But my metal working, even if I do say so myself, is getting better. And as I say, that's a good fit. Although there is the slightest of cracks on the join there, it will be black. This will be black. The insides will be black, so it's not like there's going to be a light shining outside of that. But that's not too bad. If anything, the return wants to be knocked back a little bit, make it a bit tighter. But no, there you go. That's return number 2. And again, it wants trimming off on the top edge, round the back here, and you can see there's not anywhere near as much sticking out the back now that that's been and had a bit of fettling done down the front edge on that return. So yeah, that will be the side plate. I haven't actually 100% decided on colours yet, but I think this is going to be a cherry red, and this will be a black background to really show it off. Why you'd ever want to show that off, I don't know, but I'm of an age that just doesn't care. But yes, that's panel number 2. So got to get the under tray or the battery tray in place and get a couple of fixings through it. Yeah, got to get the battery tray up and in and held in place, and then get some bolts through, get some rivet nuts on, and screw it all in place. But yeah, that's pretty much that side done. Obviously it does need a bit of fettling. That top edge wants cutting back a bit. All the burring from the grinding disc and the cutting disc want sanding off, but it's getting there. Probably not as fast as some people, but faster than others. But there you go, that's progress so far. Looked good, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? You tell me.